2019 Nissan Altima all-wheel drive. It's a platinum edition, so this one has electronic brakes. We're trying to replace the rear pads and rotors, so we'd like to show you how that's done. The first thing we're going to do, remove the connector that is up here, and next thing, the caliper. We already loosened the bolts, but just go and remove the caliper. Okay, set that one aside. Next thing would be removing the bracket, and their bolts back here. There's another one. Okay. Now let's remove the bracket, and next thing, the rotor has to come off. So because these have electronic brakes, we cannot really push the cylinder or the caliper in. We have to remove these two bolts right here. To remove the electronic brake module or electronic brake assembly has to come off in order for this this cylinder to be pushed in. We cannot do it the normal way we usually do. So to remove those bolts, we need let's see what this is. This is number 5 Allen. So this is the key that we need. Okay, and there's one more. Okay, and once those two bolts are off, we should be able to pull off the electronic brake assembly right there. And this is what we would have to spin in order to get the cylinder to go in. So set your brake tool just like normally you do. And on the other side, we are going to use this key right here. What number is that? Let's see, T45. So that's a T45. So we're going to turn the T45 clockwise. And on the other side, you can use a 22 or 7/8 wrench to turn. So the T45 needs to keep turning it clockwise and keep tightening the wrench on the other side, and it will get the cylinder to go in. So keep working on that until the cylinder is all the way in. So as you notice, we're not spinning the cylinder. There's no need to spin it for electronic brake system caliper. So we're holding the tool and not letting it spin. It's all the way in. We're going to remove the tool. And you can see the cylinder went all the way in. Now we do need to rotate it and get it to position correctly. So we're going to use this tool and one more time, and this time only just to rotate it just a little bit so it's in the right position. Right there. So that is the correct position for it to be. Okay, so this is the correct position for the cylinder. All right, so we're ready to put the electronic brake assembly back, and make sure this seal right here is not damaged. This notch has to go in that right there. Okay, once it fits in, just put the 2 bolts back in. Make sure it's all the way in. Okay, so it's all the way in, really tight. Okay, so the rotor's going on next. And the bracket after that. Okay, once the rotor has been placed, we work on the bracket. Grease the slide pins. And make sure they freely slide in and out. And we did put the hardware kit. As you can see, the hardware kit has been installed, so make sure you do replace the hardware kit. So next thing, just put the bracket back, put the bracket bolts back. Okay, I'm going to tighten those bolts. So brake pads are going in next. There we go, we got the brake pads, and finally the caliper. Caliper bolts. And the last thing is just reconnecting the connector. That's it, we're good to go, and just put the wheel back on and job's complete.